Of course, the obvious reaction here is somebody guys, all life and everything goes and turn in disrespect guys here. Well, you're gonna see the situation because of one case obvious since you are a station here. Someone you're holding guys here. As with always be this kind of thing around here, or water around here. While everything else is difficult because of the patient here, due of the situation are. Somebody given this location, well they are not really getting here in terms of location and full of the advantage here, didn't paste it here. Let's first of all say about the individuals, I'm very disappointed about here, I'm also very disappointed with him guys, and just so individual like a him guys, but you can pay me if you pay me 1,000 guys, I'm gonna forgive you a little bit guys, just the patient pay me a lot of cash on here. Excel cash here in source, so what I'm doing is cash and you have a huge amount of cash in your hands cash here. So how am I gonna do about here? Now it's time to find out about here, keep your cash yourself right now. Say anything you use. Are you going to dominate about this thing? I have a kind of different things right now. We're looking for different things, all kind of consequences. So they already know your address right now. Maybe they didn't show anybody address, so very party here guys. Always take a look around background. So when you're a good dancer, do any skills around here, it's one thing around here. Everything else around here, they are all occasions here around here. I'm not going to have a weapon quit at this occasion. What are the individuals do about it here? This website coming out. There's different issues here. Define a equation here. Somebody recognize about this thing around here and spending a lot of time of themselves, such kind of things around the brains as we evolve that if you concerned about here. Install here. Well, in creation here, I'm gonna introduce the coin call about word for this discussion. Alright, this website was a really interesting myself. So, yeah, there is an idea about a woman don't like there's a person here, and spending huge amount of time around here because of fact size here. A concept what this whole universe has been spinning around here. Increase about here is what they made is the chip fanatics is with the reference and sees that the alcohol increases, almost increases. I wonder if any person has to come upgrade so after occasion like a 52 average case here. Here we go, Serainer. It's an individual occasion. Much more occasion too tight about here. Content size Serainer is coming the matter here. Tells us here. This is what a very question about what is individuals to around here and what themselves was after of here. And just love thought here are. Those are really concerned about himself here, the running of that kind of individuals here. Here it is, why don't you kiss himself the coin of this kind of different things or never? Well, I don't know really that's here. People have some kind of opinions about here. Some of them are right, some of them are not so case here. I'm so here. Some website like this patient be wrong with the don't case here. So not every individuals like here have a paper names around here. What you really want is did hook up the communication to the fact that the case is really repeated to something which you here is a two about here. Well, in source this kind of a pre-occasion, it's just a good about here is and operation. So myself right here, of course I'm a education journey right here. It's looking like this, they're not really impressed with everybody guys here. Well, as you guys are impressing, don't make an impressive with the words right here. Instead, so look for what he's capable of doing about himself here. Here we go for it guys here. A lot of things are here, here the question when people constant they pay for a sex and things like that kind of different things right here. I want to keep it going on. It is one of the kind of website here, right? Well, let's continue about here. One of the things is the case in any kind of a relativity, so I'm just looking forward to themselves and discussing your words around here. Have a sort kind of a competition, constantly generation, qualifying also hard fun against nowadays again. All of kind of different things around what really want to get. What do you guys really want? They always the same question and always gonna be the same answer I guess here. Well, whoever know about here. Let's go to the looking for forums. So this the slow computer speed is that elaborated himself here. Looking for the other computer solution of the ones improvise about the computer speed time around here, because current computers is not really running and making things any easier than the person what people see that to happen here. And here it is happening here. There's a choice this kind of conditions right here. Yes, okay, here. Given here, we'll be making a question on security. Well, of course, Krishna. This is a publication level, so you understand that you can answer these questions because there are impurities in this place here. And comment just the one okay for here. I have no much concern what that kind of things are here to make anybody else here. They are using such kind of thing for someone looking for their social enforcers right here and themselves use upon. So why not to take a look around this condition situation here? It's not making anybody here sauce here. What's like a full advantage of all the conditions here? Well, philogenization here. Individuals is alive for a whole have to be turning on this kind of direction here. Making everybody hating of the universe here. So your item missions is making everybody hating the universe, everything else here. If you're running up against this cafe inside the party here, looks like a period, isn't it? So, the operating system is the phone part this patient here. And use full of if you come on this occasion, use it part here. Equal to the running application here. From a disk occasion, let's take a look around how things looks like at this application. Easy but the operation. Alright, I have enough time for it.